Hey everyone, welcome to Mountain Beast Mysteries. In today's video, I just wanted to kind of show you all the different examples of what could potentially be Sasquatch tracks or Bigfoot tracks that I had come across, since I started this whole thing. I think I started filming Bigfoot videos and stuff for my first documentary back in 2013 and 2014. So it was a while ago, and it's been years. It's been like 8 years since 2013. So, in that period of time, there's only been a handful of cases where I might have found actual tracks of a Sasquatch, which is crazy. It just goes to show like how long this could take, how long the discovery could take. Someone like myself who, takes every opportunity he can to get out into the wilderness and do like extensive backcountry hikes. Like, this is all I've come up with in that sense. So it's pretty crazy to think about when you put it into perspective. So I just wanted to show these clips kind of in chronological order of how they happened. And, this is it. This is the potential track evidence I've accumulated in the years, which, none of it has actually even ended up in a plaster cast. Just because, hiking into the backcountry into these areas, you can't carry plaster. I mean, I could probably like tough it out and carry enough for one cast. Maybe on my next trip out I'll do that, but sometimes the ground isn't ideal for casting tracks. Like if it's in the fluffy moss or if it's in snow, the conditions might not be ideal as well. So I don't know, maybe I should start carrying just one bag of plaster in case I need to cast at least one track. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Before I roll the footage here, if you want to make a donation to Mountain Beast Mysteries and support these videos going forward, you can do so at the GoFundMe link down in the description. Every donation helps to keep the channel going, to keep these expeditions going, and to keep the creation of content going into the future. So thank you to everybody who's helped support Mountain Beast Mysteries so far. It's well appreciated, and thanks to everybody who plans to do so in the future. But anyways, let's get into it here with my footprint evidence since the beginning. What we have here, we've literally just hiked another 5 minutes from where we last were filming. But this right here looks like a naked human-like footprint. I don't know how it's gonna turn up on there, but this looks like a heel. It kind of narrows out here, and it looks like toes. I mean, I'd say it's probably 12 inches only 12 or 13 inches. But if this is from a Bigfoot, it's the first track I've ever found, and it's a shame it's in the moss because it'd be nice to try and cast one. But it is definitely an impression. I mean, put my glasses there for perspective. There's the end of the heel. I'd say it's double the length of the width of my glasses. Mm-hmm. So we have this track, but if you come over here, we also found a series of what appear to be grizzly bear tracks, and they look fresh. I mean, these are clear as day. Like, look how deep that is. So something was definitely walking through here very recently. Yeah, like it could have been last night, that noise we heard. I mean, this one, like that's a pretty big paw, and they just keep going. I don't think we should follow those. That's pretty close to our camp. Yeah.
It's what, 300 meters away?
Yeah, pretty close. So this is a pretty dangerous place, apparently.
yeah, that track that we saw back there was very similar to what I had seen years ago there, with the defined heel, the
Yeah.
bridge of the foot, as well as the shape of the toes.
Yeah.
Looks almost identical to what I had seen.
This one in particular though is just strange because it digs. You could literally like, put your fingers all the way in and curl them around, and then
You can tell there's some,
if something was hoofing it, then that kind of dig in.
certainly.
It's just weird how there's only one, unless it jumped on one of these logs, which it very well could have. How far apart those are?
I know, but where you standing?
Jesus. That's like 3.5 feet that one there. And this is deep. Well, look at how nobody walks like that. And this is way further. Yeah, it looks like whatever it was went through the fence because the snow is rubbed off there. Man, this distance here though is incredible. Can you come down and stand here just so I can get a reference? And stick to my tracks. I just want to try and not destroy them in case yeah. Well, these are bipedal tracks. Like this is from something walking on two legs. There's no doubt about that.
And then it goes over here and then down.
Something's been coming through this fence.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, then it goes down towards the fence, and that's where I put the apples up over there.
I wonder if this track, or because it goes in that direction, is part of that one track. I'm guessing that's from the same creature.
Well, this where I showed you the apples.
Yeah.
That's where I put them, and then that's where I had the first knock. So there.
It's so weird. The one thing I was trying to think is like, you know, it does look really weird when a rabbit jumps in the snow, but these are like clearly left, right, eh? No. That track is just back here. Here's.
We like do it. That's where the flat rock is at. Does it help if I do like a little shadow on it?
Yeah.
That's pretty big. That's kind of chilly.
Yeah.
It's got like a...
It fits the profile perfectly.
Like, how do you... Does that help?
That looks good. So I was just coming down the trail from that way, going this way, and there's an impression here in the ground. Now, if you look at it, like it's pretty big. It's about 2.5 of these cameras long. But what I think happened here was somebody was running down the trail, and they just kind of slid and made an impression. Because it looks like the way it slid, it looks like the mud is kind of pushed up and out. But it's pretty old too. Like you can see there's all these pine needles inside of it, and they've been kind of flattened down. That's my guess as to what this is, because I don't see any other ones. Not yet anyways. And you can't really make out any toes. And the front of it is kind of round. It's not like, you know how you get the toes kind of going up to the big toe. But it is a large track of some kind. I mean, this ground is very good for looking for tracks because there's like quite a few muddy sections, and I've been noticing a lot of elk tracks and a lot of people tracks. So I'm gonna say that this is from a person. Anyways, I'm gonna move on and keep my eye open for more things like this. Definitely significantly larger than my boot. There is like a ridge kind of in the middle there that's higher up than the back and the front. You know, in the Bigfoot world we call that the mid-tarsal break. Ooh, the legendary mid-tarsal break. But is that what we're looking at? Odds are probably not, but whatever it is, it's big. But I have to say it's probably from a person, because there are a lot of other people tracks on this trail. This is the only one I've seen like this that is this big and old, with the pine needles in it kind of pressed down. And like this area not too long ago was covered in snow.